My name is Pastor Fred Muyandi from the Potter City Church, Zimmerman. I come from Meru. That's my original place that I come from. I was brought up in Meru, specifically the Rakaniti district, the Rakaniti county. That's where I was brought up until 2001 when I came to Nairobi. In 2002, I was able to join the Kenya Air Force. That's where I've been working for 15 years. And after 15 years, I've done a lot. I've gone to school. I've done my first degree, my second degree, the master's, and also the PhD. And after that, I decided to join the ministry in 2017, in 2015. Until 2017 is when I left the forces with the name of serving God. My active ministry started in 2017 up to today. And I've been serving in various capacities as youth pastor and also as an assistant pastor in Thika Road. Yeah, I was inspired to start a church because my passion to serve God. I've been passionately in love to serve God since the time I was young, from class 8. I remember I used to go for school missions, and when I joined the forces, that's where the fire, I was fired up to do a lot for God. I was trained to do missions, to preach, and to go for outreaches. And as I continued serving God, I realized that there was a gap for ministry. And God spoke to me in 2017. God spoke to me in 2017 to start a ministry. The journey started in 2017, and up to 2024 is when now the Lord spoke to me clearly where He wanted me to start the church, when and how to do it. And that's where we are in Zimmerman today. My faith in God, the love for young people, and also the training that I've gotten in various churches and ministries have solidified my desire to do ministry. Our church has been founded by the desire to win souls. That's where you find that our motto is a soul is a soul, because God has called us to win people to Christ. That's one of our pillars in this church. One of the mission is to win souls. The second one is prayer. We are called to lead people to prayer and to intercede for the church and also for the nation. So we believe that prayer is everything. Without prayer, then the church cannot move. And the third thing is mentorship. God has called us as the Potter City to mentor young people, specifically young pastors. We are called to mentor young pastors, young people who are coming up in ministry, to teach them, to help them to understand their purpose in life. Then the next one is just to send them to open churches. Church plant is the next pillar in our mission as a church, to plant as many churches as possible all over the country. And we believe that the Lord is going to help us on this. The core vision of the Potter City Church is for us to raise a radical Christ army. We are raising an army for Christ that will transform non-believers to believers and transform believers to disciples, and to be able to reach out to the nations. We have laid down several things that we want to do to impact this society. One, we are trusting God that we are going to build a mentorship school in this place. A mentorship school that will be able to transform young people. In this place, we have people who are in drugs, alcoholism, prostitution. So we are going to have a rehabilitation center here to be able to help those young people who are coming up but they're in drugs. They are not able to know what to do, and we are going to do that by building an institution, a big institution here that will help young people. One of the biggest challenges that we are faced in this place is it was not easy for us to identify a place where we can put up this church. We had an issue of getting land until we met one of the men in this society, a very lovely man, Mr. Mogo, and he gave us this space, and we leased this space for to start a church. It's not easy to find someone who is ready to give you space to do ministry. But for him, it was, okay, you can start a church. You can do something for God. Number two challenge that we had in this place, we are new here. We have never been in Zimmerman before. We used to stay in Ongata Rongai. So shifting from Ongata Rongai to this place, it was not easy because everything that for 21 years we have been living in Ongata Rongai. So coming back here in Zimmerman to set up a church, to look for a place to stay was one of our big hindrances and challenges that we had as a ministry. I think how we have been able to navigate these obstacles is through trusting God and prayers. We believe in prayers. We believe in that without prayer you can do nothing. And we have been trusting God and praying that the Lord will help us. And also the community here trying to talk to pastors who have been able to help us. A church like Kingdom Seekers have been of great help to us. The City of Light, Kiserian, has helped us also to be able to settle well in this place. We were shocked by God because since we founded this church, the first day we had 80 members. That was a shock to us. We didn't believe it because we never thought a starting church can have 78 members at a go. Number two, it's not easy. You can walk around, you cannot see a church that is starting with a stone building. And God has enabled us to do that by the grace of God, from the support of friends who are willing to support this work of the ministry, and we have been able to be where we are today. Last Sunday we did our fourth Sunday, and the numbers are still intact. We have 60 to 70 members every Sunday. We have a big and a huge plan for this ministry. One, we are trusting God. The first thing after this, after we are done with the construction of the structure that is just behind here, we are trusting God to start the process of buying land. That is the first thing. Our first year is just to settle the church. Once the church settles, the next thing is to start buying the land, because we have been given a lease for 5 years. Within those 4 years, we are trusting God will have our own land, and we have constructed a cathedral for God. Then the second thing, we are trusting God to own not less than 3 acres of land in this place. After we own these 3 acres of land, our first priority will be to set up an institution. In the next 5 years, we will have built our own sanctuary. Number two, we are trusting God. In the first 1 year, our congregation would have grown from the number that we are 70 to almost 300 members. Then in the next 10 years, we are trusting God to have a population of not less than 5,000 members in this place. My name is Pastor Fred Muyandi, the senior pastor and the founder the Porter City Church. I have an amazing family here. My wife, Pastor Agnes, and my firstborn, Abigail Kendi, and my lastborn, Cindy Mumbi.
I bless the Lord for the growth. It has been fantastic since the day we started. The first day, God gave us a membership of 70 people. And from then, the church has been growing from Sunday to Sunday. And I really thank God for that. We have been praying, and then now we have been going to the streets to welcome people to church.
I'm happy, I'm excited for the far God has taken us. I'm hoping for a big congregation, youth mostly. Yes.
Also, I'd like to welcome all of my fellow youths outside there. I'd like to tell you to come and join us in our services. You're all welcomed. It's a youth-friendly church, and you're all welcomed. Thank you.
Thank you so much and God bless you.